Tacticum Tuesday. So we got the video out a little late last week, like almost at midnight on Wednesday, and we'll probably do the same thing this week. So we'll get this down eventually, and it will actually come out on Tuesday. So hope that all works out. Today we want to look at scenario number 3, which is Revolt. So this is where you're a Roman patrol. You've gone into town. A bunch of rebels are there. They're not happy that you're there. And they're going to move a little different in this one. So while you've got the Romans are still doing their moves, they capture by flanking, they can use formations. The rebels are a little different here. They can't use formations. They move as far as a regular unit does, but they can capture by being on any two sides of a Roman legion unit. So that'll really be the challenge of keeping a cohesive unit while you're moving around, and they're squirreling around trying to catch you. So let's take a look. All right, you can see we've got the setup here now. We're doing Revolt 3. The new conditions officially, as we look at these, are rebels can capture by touching any two sides of a legion unit which is alone. So if I've got a square and I've got a rebel here, if one comes over here, this piece is not captured. But if it is alone, it is captured. Now, that's the main thing. And rebels cannot use a formation. So black is going to win if they can get the rebels down to just 5 units. So that would be 2, 4, 6, 7 captures. And white wins if they capture 5 of the few units that the Romans have. So no change to the commander at this point, so it still cannot be captured. Moves with the rest and can be used as a regular unit and be in the formations. So, oh, we're missing a rebel here. There we go. Oh, that's because I moved him. Okay, very good. Well, let's give that a go for a couple plays and see what we get. White goes first, because they're revolting. Let's get down here and get an edge going. Black wants to stay in a group, so we'll just... Black's going to come back up here and form a square for safety. This rebel's going to come over here. Now, this could be said to be part of a column, so it's not alone. So that move's not going to work for a capture. And I can't use formations. That column is really a pest. Let's see if we can't do something over here and start getting it trapped. Alright, so it gets tricky, and you can see really quickly the Romans definitely have an advantage by sticking to formations. The rebels can move around freely and do a lot of things. But at some point, someone's going to have to make a move, and that's going to start leaving pieces on their own. Now, if the Romans get down to just having 2 squares, and even one of them includes the commander, then the rebels are kind of stuck with what they can do. So there's going to be a revision coming up on this one. All right, so here we are on Tacticum Tuesday, and we've been playing scenario 3, and I realized in the play that there is, I guess we'll call it the impossible defense, the way the rules are written in the rule book right now. So let's take a look at the components. And if we take a look here, I'm looking at this, and right now the rule says that
white captures by having two pieces on any side touching a black piece or a Roman unit that is alone. So as long as I have my Roman units touching each other, they could never be captured. And of course, that's going to be a problem. And I'm going to, as the Romans, I'm going to try and run around in squares, so that's not a problem. Anyway, so I can get to where, as the Romans, I'm just moving around in formations, and that leaves the rebels with nothing to do. Because I'm not going to just stick somebody out there alone. Of course, it's going to take forever if I'm going to try and just capture only using squares, because the rebels will just move around too quickly. So as the Romans, if I'm just moving around in square formations, that's the only way I'll be able to capture. So if I'm really trying to win as the Romans and not just outlast the rebels, it gets a little messy. It's not elegant. That you can realize as the Romans, staying in a square, I'm never going to get captured because the rebels don't use formations. So 2 modifications that'll be in the rules, and I'll post this on the Tacticum Invictus Facebook page and also on the Board Game Geek page for Tacticum Invictus. So look for that there. So here's the 2 changes. The first change is that instead of rebels cannot it says rebels can capture by touching any 2 sides of a legion unit which is alone. The new text needs to be rebels can capture by touching any 2 sides of a legion unit which is not in a square formation. So that's change 1. Change 2 comes in the objectives. So for white, the rebels in this case, it says capture 5. But this needs to be changed to capture 5 or capture 2 and trap a square. Now, it'll be a little tricky to get a square trap, but it's going to get to a point where if the Romans are starting to lose pieces and they're feeling like they're not going to be able to make the captures they want, and they're in a square and they're trying to stay in that square, if you can get some rebels close, right, and a square can only move 2, then you can start getting that square into a trap position. Otherwise, they have to break the square to make some captures or get some reinforcements from the side. So that'll make the play really interesting. All right, white starts. I still want to come down here. I want to do my flanking. Let's see if we can be disruptive over here. Black is going to want to take advantage of its formations. It's got to get 5 guys. All right. I think white's going to keep working this angle. Let's see if black can kind of try and force some kind of a division and then work on capturing 5 over here or get the other side split. We're going to mess... Oh, I almost fell for it. All right, we're going to come here and block. All right, so the square can't move. A black piece could. Black sees that. Got to watch for flanking over here, so I'm going to do a 1-2, bring my square up. So our forces in here. White needs to get some people that are individuals. All right, let's keep playing as many lanes as we can as white. And we're going to come down here. We're going to come down here. Here, there we go. All right, black sees we're coming around, so black's going to keep working its way over here then. I'm going to take advantage of this column. 1, 2. And I've got my first capture, so that's 1. Right? I've got to capture 7 of these, I think, to get the rebel force down to 5. Okay, white. We're going to need more people. Let's see. All right. I'm going to come all the way across here. Now we're threatening here and kind of threatening here. Oh, those rebels, man, they're not paying attention. Zap. Okay, that's 2. That was too easy. All right, we got to pay attention. All right, well, let's take advantage where we can. Oh, I'm going to do it again. 2. So black just kept running its column over there. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, got 5 more captures, and they'll have it. All right. The rebels finally got a break. I'm going to come right in here like that, touching 2 sides. Rebels have got their first capture. All right, so get 2 and trap a square, or get 5. Okay, black. Black needs to block here, and it could just move back a square. So that blocks. Oh, look at this sweet. If I could get some white pieces over here, I'll do this and see if I can get a runaround. Oh, and now, look, I've fallen for it again. The column formation's going to get me. All right, that's 4. But look, they're getting pretty spread out. How can I make this work for me? All right, let's threaten here. If black comes up either side, I can get him from here or there. Got this column, though. I really need a... Oh, okay, let's see if we can... Not in danger now. Let's slide this guy all the way over here. No. Still 1, 2, 3. He can get me. I've got to move out of there by 1. Okay. Black's turn. Well, I'm going to just move back 1. And that protects him. Getting pretty tricky here. Let's see where my head was hanging over here. I wish I could threaten in here. I've lost too many pieces. Well, got to start somewhere, right? All right. Well, black doesn't want any flanking going on. So they'll shift over here. How can I threaten in 2 directions? A fork. Any kind of fork I can get would be real helpful. This column is really annoying. All right, let's see what we can do. Well, black come up and fill that hole. All right. It's still a column. Pesky, pesky, pesky. All right, we got to come down first. And black's threatened here now. And he's just going to stay because if I take that piece, now we're going to move over here. So he'll just move this in the way. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Now it's got a column going either direction. Well, I can move here. This is not part of a square, so that gives me the capture. He's still got the column. And then he'll have this double column business going. So if he goes 1, 2, gets me there. That rebel is taken. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only got 3 guys left. These guys are all in a square. So, can't protect. I can just get ready for the next one. I'll go here because I can get a capture. He's going to go here. And I can come here. All right. I can afford 2 more. Oh, it's 2-2 really. So this is pretty close. Let's see. I just took. So black's going to move again. Needs to do some capturing. Okay. Maybe it's time to let the commander get involved here. Well, I need to move back up here so these guys are in squares. We can start trying to block them. Well, this guy's going to run out here and threaten. So I've got to protect. And we'll bring him up. Oh, bad move. No, we'll leave him there. We'll come down on this side. All right. That's 4. Commander's going to get his... He's going to get in real trouble if he doesn't figure something out here. All right, we're going to come up here and create a fort. I can call them either direction. And the commander can't be captured. So we need to threaten this piece. Let's make him move. Oh, but this is going to get me here. And I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 1 guy left. But I can come here. Get that. And that is 5. Rebels win.
All right, that was close. I really thought the Rebels didn't stand a chance, but I think we got to. Those 2 modifications really made a difference, and but you can go back and check it out and see how it goes. How have you found Scenario 3 to be? Have you been successful as the Rebels or as the Roman Legion? Did you notice the issue with the Legion just being able to move around in squares, or black pieces never being alone so you can never capture them and come up with something to do? Anyway, I'd love to hear your comments. Don't forget to, let's see, like and subscribe and ring the bell and do all those things so I can keep making more videos and we can get this out to more people, get more Tacticum players, and then you can have a better shot at having a tournament in your friendly local game store.